are about to go into this interconference contest right here. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Let's take a look. At Dallas, they've got to be hoping that the road will be a little kinder to them than their winless homestand they just concluded.
And this is the first game of a real short road trip for them, so we'll see how their first one goes.
Yeah, being a shorter trip as it is, guys will win tonight, and they can already call the trip a productive one, no matter what happens the rest of the way.
Now a chance, courtesy of... all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the floor for Dallas, we've got DeAndre Jordan. Nowitzki is out there with Harris. Then there's Hill. And it's Dragic in the shooting guard to go. Nowitzki's got his second basket of the game.
It goes down, but with no defender near him, no need to go to the fadeaway.
Rejected by Harris. Conley against Dragic. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
And guys, when you go to look for holes in the game of Tobias Harris, there really aren't any. One of the hardest workers in our league. If he has any weakness at all, it's his average size speed combo, which most likely will keep him from becoming the perennial all-star type.
Picked by Vucevic. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Shot is off. Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Jordan kicks to Dragic. That's short off the rim. On the topic of Tobias Harris, you love that he can contribute in every category of play. He's a solid face-up shooter. Clark, he's getting better with his back to the basket. You can see movement forward all the time.
I love what this young man has shown thus far. You mentioned those things he does. He'll also rebound for you, get loose balls. He does the little things, understands what it takes to win. The consummate pro and team play.
Nowitzki kicks to Hill. Clock at 6. Here's Harris. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Harris has got his first points of the night. The Magic have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And Oladipo, here we go. That's good.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
The Mavericks leading. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Pass to Dragic. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Dragic has got his first basket.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Outside Conley. Butler on the way. Feeds it to Oladipo. And it's Dragic with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
He can be a matchup nightmare if he can get it in the paint.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Nowitzki against Hill. Nowitzki's shot is no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Conley kicks to Butler. Back to Conley. Oladipo for 3. Dirk Nowitzki with the rebound. So for Dallas, their last game a loss to the Grizzlies. The feed to Harris. It's back to Hill. Jordan the screen. Hill kicks to Dragic. Here's Jordan. Tipped away. And now Orlando on the break. And here comes Harris leading the fast break.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Now here's Conley. He has 5. The kick outside to Butler. The Magic again can't hit. Mavericks leading by 3. Oladipo left side. There's the dish to Butler. Out to Conley. This one for 3. But they recover it. And Nowitzki with a clear path to the basket. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws. Michael Conley picks one up.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good play. I mean, you stopped a sure thing slam dunk with that foul. And I think you send a bit of a message, too, about your physicality and force in the basket area.
Your Rebco's checked in for Orlando. Green comes in for Caron Butler. One problem the Magic faced last season was depth. They really weren't a deep team, and it hurt them along the way.
Yeah, it sure did. I mean, they had the second fewest bench points in the league, and that number was really low because they didn't use the bench that often. Starters did a lot of the heavy lifting.
Out to Conley. Second chance effort. He squares up and sinks it. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Dragic left side. He feeds it to Nowitzki. With the fadeaway. And it falls over the rim and in. Nowitzki's got 7 points.
And for the Magic, they would try and address the bench for this season, both through the draft and free agency.
Now here is Conley. He has 7. Here's Vucevic. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. Dallas leading by 4. The drive by Hill. And that is good.
And guys, the Magic didn't luck out and jump into the top 3 in the draft. Still ended up with a high pick, and that'll help add another nice piece to their puzzle. They've accumulated a lot of good pieces, but now they need to start making it work.
Here's Vucevic, following the basket by George Hill. Here's Green, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Explosive leaping ability.
Oh, that was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
And guys, how about how fearsome he is at times? I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
Hill dishes to Dragic. Just 5 on the clock. And there's Dirk Nowitzki on the assist by Dragic. And that's now 9 points for Dirk Nowitzki. The Magic trailed by 6. And Oladipo kicks to Jerebko. Rejected by Nowitzki. They recover it. Pass to Jerebko. Dishes to Conley. And Oladipo kicks to Vucevic. And there's the pass to Conley. And good on the basket. Book it. Conley's got 9.
You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And guys, one thing sometimes gets lost. I mean, Mike Conley is a proven winner. Remember, you go back in high school, won 3 state titles, and the one season at Ohio State led them to the national title game. So that aspect of what he brings, the intangibles, you're going to be a winner if Mike Conley's on your roster.
For the Magic, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Vucevic. Gary Neal comes in for Victor Oladipo. And Devin Harris is subbed in for Mike Conley. Dallas also making some changes. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Nowitzki. Lance Stevenson comes in for Harris. And Barea subbed in for Hill. Green kicks to Harris. Passes it to Neal. And the wide open shot from Green. They get it back. Dedmon passes to Neal. Good ball movement here by the Magic. There's the pick. Here's Jerebko. Guarded by Scola. The drive by Green. And stolen by Jordan. And now the fast break. Stevenson with the ball. Over to the left wing. Barea kicks to Jordan. He dishes it to Dragic. 6 on the shot clock. Count that one. Dragic has got his second basket.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through.
Harris kicks to Neal. The drive by Green. Takes the 3. Jordan with the rebound. The Orlando Magic coming to this one following a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte. Dragic gets the bucket.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Luis Scola. Mavs were solid on the road last year with a record of 23-18 away from Dallas Clark. Good for 5th most road wins in the West.
And Kevin, that's what you'd expect from a veteran team like the Mavs. I mean, throughout the roster, this team has guys that understand what it takes to win on the road.
Perkins, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Flalo comes in for Goran Dragic. Now here's Barea, guarded by Harris. Perkins with the screen. Flalo left side. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
And guys, the Mavs did have a good record on the road last year. Most of it came at the expense of the Eastern Conference. Only 10 of their 23 road wins came against teams in the West.
Urebko in the post. Guarded by Scola. Green dishes to Urebko. Here's Dedmon. And he banks in the layup.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number one for them right now.
And Stevenson kicks to Scola. Screen by Perkins. That doesn't go either for a follow.
You know, it's funny. Back to the Mavs on the road last season, they were much better defensively on the road than they were at home, and that's typically not the case. It's usually flipped. Better at home on D than on the road.
Urebko, the pass to Green. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Money from the wing. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Stevenson outside. Screen by Scola. And Stevenson kicks to Aflalo. Pass to Perkins. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
Harris kicks to Green. Here's Urebko. Up in time. And no good trying to get that. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Mavericks lead by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
They've been very good in the low post. I'm sure they'll be looking to continue that as the game wears on.
Yeah, and they've also balanced that, though, guys, with the attack off the bounce as well to get them some points.
On the court for the Mavericks. We've got Lance Stevenson. Nowitzki is out there with Scola. Then there's a follow, and it's Hill in at the point guard. And the shot is good from Nowitzki.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
Now here's Nowitzki. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, and Dirk Nowitzki, you start to wonder if he's the best foreign-born player ever. Of course, you have a lot of competition for that distinction. I mean, you got Hakeem, Nash, Parker, just to name a few.
Back to the topic of Nowitzki as the greatest foreign-born player ever. I think Hakeem Olajuwon. Clark is really his only challenger.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and I'd keep Hakeem at the top of that list just because of his presence and impact at both ends of the floor. But Dirk, clearly one of the all-time greats in NBA history.
Dallas leading by 4. And it's Hill penetrating. Got a hand on it. And now here comes Neal leading the break. Green dishes to Harris. He kicks it to Urebko. Back to Harris. Magic moving the ball around. Feeds it to Neal. Clock at 4. Baseline try. Here's Dedmon. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Outside Hill. On the wing of Aflalo. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Aflalo's got his first 2 points of the night. The Magic trail by 3. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Green. No good. And it's Dallas the other way. Outside Hill. Follow the pass to Scola. Follow goes in. Back to Scola. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And it's Stevenson missing.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Kicks it to Green. Rebounded by Luis Scola.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it. Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando.
And for Luis Scola, a very different role for him over the last 2 years. I mean, he was a starter for most of his career, then signed with Indiana, who had David West at the 4. Off the bench, though, Scola still played efficiently, but he was just used to putting up much bigger numbers for other teams.
When you were talking about Scola, he has the physical skills, Clark, to make a difference.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, he's not spectacular in anything, but he's really solid in just about everything. A pro's pro, and he adds value, tremendous value to any team he's on.
Mavericks making a switch here. Jordan, he's checked in for Nowitzki. Anderson comes in for Luis Scola. Tobias Harris is checked in for Lance Stevenson. And it's Dragic in for Aaron Aflalo. Now, here's Oladipo. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Now here's Conley, following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. And he gets the bucket. And that's 11 points for Mike Conley.
He's fortunate that shot found the bottom of the bucket. It wasn't the highest quality look.
Outside Hill. Anderson outside. 6 to shoot. Anderson can't get that one to fall.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
That one drops. He ties it up. Big step last year for Vucevic's offense, Clark. Unstoppable at times, both on the blocks and facing up.
Vucevic is a real outstanding future all-star front court. Rebounds at a high rate in traffic and out of his area. Finishes, faces up. This kid has a lot of upside. I really like his game.
Here's Hill after the Mavericks pick up 3. And there's the feed to Conley. It's back to Hill. A wide open look here for Oladipo. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And talking about Vucevic's development last season, he's also had the highest assist average of his career. He's a good decision maker on the floor, knows when to take it himself, and knows when to kick it to cutters and spot up shooters.
Here's Butler. And that one is hammered home.
And check out the bounce.
Oh, bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
Now here's Dragic. 6 points for him. There's the dish to Jordan. Dallas moving it around. There's the 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Harris. The Magic have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Conley kicks to Hill. Right side, Butler. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, and getting back to Vucevic, I mean, he's at an age where he may only get better. Averaged nearly 20 points a game last year after averaging only 14 the year before. That was an incredible leap in production, and I think it's one that'll continue.
It's stolen by Vucevic.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And one thing about Nikola Vucevic, he owns the boards. Posted a top 10 double-digit average in each of the past 3 seasons. Plus, he's equally adept on both the offensive and defensive glass.
Well, Greg, you were talking about watching Vucevic. He doesn't have the athleticism to beat people to the ball on rebounds, but Clark, he does have an exceptional ability to box out well. He's got that long reach. He can make steals.
Good technique, really great size, and a hunger to chase down the rebound. So you don't have to jump high to rebound effectively. As a matter of fact, Kevin, most outstanding rebounders are not high risers. They're quick jumpers, they're strong, and they pursue the pumpkin.
That's a good point. And here's Dragic. Michael Conley getting his 3 to go. Here's Nowitzki. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Vucevic. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And it's sent back by Hill. And now here comes Neal leading the break. And it's Butler with the jam.
Yeah, and that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Nice fadeaway to get over the top. 15 points for Nowitzki.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Conley dishes to Neal. Here's Vucevic. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
The Orlando Magic didn't make the playoffs last year for the 3rd consecutive season, Greg. They knew it wasn't a realistic goal for them.
Yeah, and last season wasn't really about making the postseason, Kevin, for this group. It's soon that will have to be the goal, as patience will wear thin within that fan base.
And that is good. Magic leading by 11.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Magic.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And keep an eye on the three-point shooting, because that has been a factor as well. If they can maintain that current form, they can be successful.
Now here's Aflalo. Now Nowitzki. Off target at the rim.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Conley against Dragic. 5 on the clock. Hill, no good.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
And the call will go against Caron Butler. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was. The outside game has not worked for him here so far. They need to regroup. And while you're struggling with your shot making, you got to play some D, and then you got to figure out a way to get some easier shots. Looking at the numbers for Vucevic, he's got 10 rebounds, and with 7 points coming from the free throw line, that's some good work.
It really is. He's going to have some bumps and bruises tomorrow, no doubt about it. But, you know, I got a feeling he won't mind.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Jerebko's checked in for Hill. Blake comes in for Gary Neal. And Devin Harris is subbed in for Mike Conley. Stolen. Here's Butler. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Butler's got 11 points.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
That's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
Blake passes to Vucevic. He feeds it to Jerebko. Fades. No good off the front iron.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Nowitzki, that's for two. And he hits the jump shot. Nowitzki's got 8 here in the quarter.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Dragic kicks to Afflalo. And the officials whistle a foul on this shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
There's too much standing around here. There's spectators out there. When you're between the lines, you got to be active and moving. They got to look to get the ball inside and get some high percentage chances.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Vucevic. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Steve Blake. Here's Jerebko. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. To the inside. Yep, it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Hill.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint. Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Nowitzki playing very well. He has 17 points, and he's contributed 3 points from the line, too.
And those free throws add up, guys. That is extra offense.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. Dirk Nowitzki having a dominant impact in this game.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Gerald Green out there with Turner. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. Then it's Devin Harris. And it's Oladipo in at the 2 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Harris kicks to Green. All sorts of time. Green for 2 points. Green's got 6.
And Scott Skiles has been around the league as a coach for a while now, coming home to where he played most of his career here in Orlando. And at times, he can be a demanding coach.
Here's Nowitzki. Second chance shot. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Jordan. Well, Orlando shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. And Greg, you're right. Skiles is what, we'd call a no-nonsense coach. Makes perfect sense when you think about the team that now Clarkie's going to go coach in Orlando.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he was great at developing players, and that's exactly why the Orlando Magic hired him. Plays with an edge, but he develops players quite nicely, too.
Holds him accountable, doesn't he?
Yep, well said. They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it. And that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim. And how about last year? Dirk Nowitzki jumping to 7th all-time in scoring. I mean, passing the great Moses Malone for that spot, and he surely will keep climbing this season.
Gary Neal's checked in for Oladipo. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. Aaron Aflalo, who's checked in for Dallas. Here's Neal. He's guarded by Aflalo. It's stolen by Hill. "13 feet away. Jordan. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Clock at 6. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Aflalo. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Well, with Nowitzki passing Malone and the scoring, as Greg was just talking about, Clark, this is a guy that obviously has Hall of Fame written all over.
No question about it. First ballot in my mind, and he's got a game that stands the test of time because it's not predicated on athleticism. It's all skill-based. Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
So it's the Mavericks now, following the bucket by Orlando. Here's Hill. Vucevic with the block.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Here's Hill. The Magic getting the bucket. On the wing of Aflalo. Hill against Conley. 5 on the clock. It's tipped. It's stolen by Hill. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Outside Conley. High post Vucevic. It's rebounded by Dallas. Harris outside. It's stolen by Vucevic. And now Orlando on the break. Conley leading the charge. And finished off by Oladipo.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now here's Conley. 14 points for him. And it's Butler missing.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
The big change last year for the Mavs came when they traded for Rajon Rondo. It looked to be the missing piece for him, Clark, but boy, it just never seemed to come together.
You just don't know. Trades are always risky. You don't know how they're going to work out, and I give credit to ownership for talking to the players to see what they thought about the trade before they actually made the deal.
Timeout charged to Dallas.
And the Mavericks call time here. You look at Michael Conley. What a contribution.
You need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
Well, for Jordan Hill, something wonderful happened to him last season. The breakthrough he'd been waiting for on his 6th year.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, it had to do, and I think correlated with him getting a chance to start games, and it blew up for him from there. Posted career-high averages across the board.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And getting back to Jordan Hill, everyone had been waiting for this. I mean, greater activity, more aggressiveness, and he puts up career highs in points, rebounds, and assists.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Dallas. Dragic comes in for Hill. Mavericks trail by 16.
On the topic of Jordan Hill, hey, there aren't many guys like him with his size who can move that well. He's entering the prime of his career right now. Will he continue to ascend, or will he be content with where he's at? Time will tell.
Out to the right wing. Off the pick. Neal's shot is off.
He continues to struggle from the field, but luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done. You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Here's Harris. Aaron Aflalo picking up that last basket.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
14 foul.
Harris with it. Pass to Neal. Green inside the three-point line. And that one's on target from the wing. Green's got 8 points.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Dragic dishes to Scola. Dragic the pass to Scola. 3 on the clock. Here's Harris. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Dallas making a switch here. Berea's checked in. Orlando leading by 16. And here is Harris. They set the screen. Dishes it to Neal. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. He's got 6.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
A nice shot by Berea. For the Orlando Magic, they come into this one following a loss to the Hornets. Green kicks to Jerebko. Inside. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Harris kicks to Barea. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. They get Devin Harris. And guys, what a spark plug J.J. Barea has been throughout his career. When he comes in the game, you can feel the lift. We saw a couple games against Houston in the playoffs. Saw it back in 2011 in the championship season for the Mavs.
That's a great point. I mean, he has an energizing effect on his teammates, the fans, and the announcers. I mean, he just brings so much spirit and hustle to the games. Very hard not to root for a guy like that.
Shot clock at 6. Neal dishes to Turner. Knocked loose. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Mavericks making a change here. Mavericks trail by 18.
For me, my favorite memory of Barea is outstanding postseason in 2011. The Mavericks had to get through the Lakers and the Heat to win their first championship. And Barea broke down those defenses by screaming to the hoop every chance he got. Actually, he squirted to the hoop. Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Right side, Turner. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And getting back to Barea's contribution against the Lakers back in 11, Barea led a fourth quarter comeback in game 2 to help the Mavs win. Big swing in that series. And then after the game, Kobe Bryant said that Barea kicked our you-know-whats. And ultimately, Barea helped the Mavs go on to win their only championship.
The Magic making a switch here. Butler's checked in. Now here is Harris.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Orlando leading by 17. Outside Turner. The pass to Butler. To the right side. Cuts off the pass. Now here's Barea. He has 5. That's good. Barea's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Well, Orlando shooting it beautifully here in the 3rd. 56% from the field. Passes it to Butler. Outside Turner. 5 to shoot. The Mavericks pull it in. Scoa's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And for Tobias Harris, a resurgence of sorts last season, Clark, especially from behind the arc, where he shot a career high 36%.
You know, he'd only hit 25% from 3 the year before, Kevin. So, yeah, a monster improvement in accuracy from long range.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Orlando. Blake comes in for Devin Harris.
Magic timeout.
Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Hill comes in for Aaron Aflalo.
And getting back to Harris, there's just so much to like about his game. He lives in the gym, has a tremendous feel for the game, and he knows how to maximize his production within those athletic limitations.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
You know, the thing about Harris is he's a combo forward, extremely versatile. At 6'8", he struggles with size against the better power forward, and he lacks the athleticism of the better small forward. So to get the most out of him, you have to put him in the right matchups.
And Orlando making a change here. Vucevic is checked in. And then for Dallas, Nowitzki comes in for Anderson, and Lance Stevenson subbed in for Harris. Blake passes to Oladipo. Five to shoot. He dishes it to Blake. Here's Vucevic. The kick out to Oladipo. Blake for 3. And the shot is good. And the Magic lead by 17.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Nowitzki misses the layup.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
The Amway Center here in Orlando didn't see a lot of wins last season. Magic really struggled at times. Surprisingly, Greg, in this building.
Yeah, a young team still haven't yet established their identity. Only 13 wins at home. And really that inability to defend that home court is why they fell out of the playoff hunt early.
Here's Blake. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. It's tipped and stolen by Nowitzki. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
"16 seconds left in the third quarter. It's Oladipo on the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Butler. The 17-footer goes down. Butler's got 13.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
The three from Hill. Missed. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Mavericks trailed by 19. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Dragic is out there with Hill. Then it's Lance Stevenson. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Nowitzki in at the power forward position.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that. Boy, Blake is so good at finding open teammates.
Took him no time at all on that one. 24 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
And Oladipo kicks to Vucevic. Pass to Blake. Lets it fly. And again, it's Orlando converting. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Dragic kicks to Nowitzki. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 5 assists tonight. Magic leading by 16. Down low. Got a piece of it. Turner. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Dirk Nowitzki picks up that one.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
Mavericks last season, Clark, were very tough down the stretch in games. Had a lot of players that shined all the time during crunch time.
Well, when you've got guys like Dirk and Monte that can create their own shot, it gives you a chance to win close games. It's a big reason they were 6-0 in overtime games, in my opinion. I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Here's Vucevic. The shot, no good. Mavericks trailed by 6.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you
Agreed.
what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
Lets it go from 11. Another miss by Vucevic.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Lets it go from the wing. And he gets it to go. And the Magic lead by 16. The Mavericks have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Here's Nowitzki. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. That's 28 points for Nowitzki. Harris kicks to Turner. Feeds it to Butler. The dish now to Oladipo. And it's sent back by Hill. Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
You know, I can think of one way to describe George Hill. It's the culmination of several attributes. I mean, he comes from the school of Popovich, plays under control, always in the right place defensively. The way I describe him is just steady.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Thompson comes in for Vucevic, and Jerebko is subbed in for Turner. And Oladipo kicks to Butler. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. An interesting thing about George Hill, he was traded from the Spurs to the Pacers a few years back. Many people were surprised the Spurs would even trade a valuable veteran when they were trying to win a championship. But who did they trade him for? Kawhi Leonard. A pretty good deal.
Well, you know, Hill is really solid. He knocks down open shots, can run the offense or play off the ball equally well. I think he's a terrific combo guard. Gives you a little bit of everything and does it in a professional way. And that's typically what attracts him to other teams.
Lance Stevenson.
Well, you knew things would be different for Lance Stevenson out of Indiana, but it wasn't in a positive way at all.
Yeah, he really struggled to find a role with Charlotte, the team he signed with. Remember, he was more of the point forward, had the ball in his hands in Indiana. Not the case with Charlotte, and also rumored to be traded all last season.
Mavericks foul call.
And Lance Stevenson picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Outside Conley. 5 to shoot. And Thompson kicks to Jerebko. The 9-foot shot. And that one hits back iron.
You know, for Stevenson, he saw a regression in almost every part of his game last year. Ended up riding the bench down the stretch.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And for Stevenson, it's really hard to readjust to a new system. I mean, he still has all the tools he had in Indy, so he could be a bounce-back candidate this year and beyond.
Conley kicks to Jerebko. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Here's Jordan, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, I think that may be their ticket out of the hole. Look for even more of those quick hitters.
That's good.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
Dallas calls timeout.
You know, you look at Dallas, and that team didn't rely too much on the mid-range or the short game last season, but they could have. They shot 70% from 12 feet and in, excluding drives. That's pretty good.
For the Mavs, and that 70% shooting from 12 feet and in, a lot of dirt, high posts, and push shots from their guards will do that.
It isn't the most efficient shot by analytics, but there is a lot to be had in the mid-range. If teams only protect the three and the rim, you can feast on them with the little short push shots. And the Mavs did that last season.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle said to his team. He is not happy with their perimeter defense, saying, guys, way too many open shots for them beyond the three-point line. We've got to press up closer and try to crowd them off the arc. Guys, we'll see if they got the message.
Dragic dishes to Jordan. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it, though.
Now, here's Oladipo. After the miss from Goran Dragic. A baseline J. They get it back. Out to Conley. Hits it from three-point range. And the Magic lead by 8.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Now here's Dragic. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession.
And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete that transcends age. And so far, I've seen zero drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness, but no question he's improved his skills and IQ.
Now here's Conley. Following the miss by Lance Stevenson. Conley, the pass to Hill. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Aflalo kicks to Nowitzki. Aflalo dishes to Nowitzki. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Nowitzki's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And talking about DeAndre Jordan, he is displaying an energy level that many scouts wondered if he had. Let's face it, he underachieved a bit in his 1 year in college. He knows that. But when it's come time to do it at the highest level, DeAndre has risen to the occasion.
Anderson can't get it to go. Magic leading by 10. Conley kicks to Vucevic. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Now here's Dragic. Nowitzki gets a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Conley against Aflalo. Conley kicks to Green. The feet to Hill. Pass to Vucevic. Right block shot. Cannot hit. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
To the inside. Stolen by Anderson. It's 2-on-1. Here's Stevenson. And it's sent back by Hill. They got him on the arm, but it still can.
What a night so far for Aflalo. He's got 10 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
Magic leading by 9. Double by Aflalo. Kicks it to Conley. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in a hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And Lance Stevenson really couldn't find minutes in Charlotte last season. Ended up sitting out a lot of games as a DNP CD. Not the start he wanted with the new team.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Vucevic. Butler comes in for Gerald Green. Gary Neal's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And Harris subbed in for Mike Conley. Dallas also making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Anderson. Hill comes in for Lance Stevenson. And Barea subbed in for Goran Dragic. That's tipped. And now, in transition, it's a foul.
And Kevin, maybe the play of the game right there.
A tremendous instincts grade to come up with a steal and then attack the basket.
Game changer right there, guys. An unbelievable play to make it this stage of a really tight ball game.
And they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there.
And guys, you've seen it countless times. In a close game, hustle plays can really make the difference.
Here's Neal. Following the basket by George Hill. Neal passes to Hill. To the paint. Here's Dedmon. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Orlando making some changes. Victor Oladipo comes in for Gary Neal. And it's Conley in for Devin Harris.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the
Here are the
quarter.
Mavericks now. They're on an 11-3 run. On the wing of Flalo. He kicks it to Nowitzki. Back to Aflalo. 6 on the shot clock. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot two. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Dallas.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers. He's got ice water in his veins, fellas. No way he's going to miss from the line when the game's still hanging in the balance. I've seen him make too many in this situation.
And that shot was huge as they try to stem the tide here and hang on to the lead.
Yeah, they had been watching it kind of melt away, but that basket could be what gets the momentum back in their favor.
Jordan the screen. The fadeaway. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Dedmon's got 7 rebounds in the game. Butler dishes to Oladipo. A flawless finish on the alley-oop. And the Magic lead by 6.
No hesitation at all on that alley-oop. Saw his teammate with the path to the hoop, and bang! Lobbed it right up there for him.
And he was ready for it, elevated, made the catch. He saw the result.
And you know what, though? I like the fact that he still chose that conservative finish there, just making sure he got the deuce.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're losing by 6. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Vucevic checked in for Orlando. And Dallas with a change here, too. Goran Dragic is checked in for J.J. Barea. Hill has the open look. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Butler attacking. Out to Conley. It's back to Hill. Oladipo, the pass to Vucevic. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nowitzki a screen. Shoots off the screen. No luck. Good work defensively by Conley. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Excellent game we've seen from Mike Conley. He's got 19 points, and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And he gets it to go.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Clark, and they can just let the clock run out here.
No argument with that W.
Offensive rebound.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him.
He's their go-to guy. When he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
And so it's Orlando winning this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.